Bonsoir guys, hope everybody's well. More buggies baby. It's Wednesday, so round 2 of the MB Models World's Wednesday night series that I'm doing my best to do as many of the races as I can to see where I end up in the championship for a complete novice. Doing this kind of not on a complete shoestring, but certainly I'm not throwing hundreds and hundreds of pounds at it. Just want to see where I get with me £200 cars. Maybe a few £100 here and there being spent, but it's not so much on any one particular item. It's all seems to be an accumulation of wear and tear, breakages on my part, which is a bit of inexperience and not necessarily always buying the right thing at the right time. With 74 drivers in attendance, it was going to be a really fast-paced night. The more races you do, the more information that race control has on what sort of calibre of driver you are. So you start being placed in different places. So I've done through 2 rounds now. This will be round 3. And that put me in heat 3 for all of the qualifying. So Q1 found me with a solid, I wasn't trying to push it too hard, a solid 15 laps, which based on my previous pace from round 1, I was really pleased with that as a good solid start, because I think the round 1 I went 14 laps, 15 laps, 16 laps, so a good steady progress. So I was happy with a solid start to the night. Q2, that was going brilliantly. I say was going brilliantly. I was actually on pace and shouted out on the mic by Michael Ball, at race control. He said I was on pace for a 16 lapper, so I was really chuffed with that. So that was going really well, right up until the point that the pinion didn't want to stay attached to the car anymore. Yeah, that sucked. Get my car back in the Get my car back in the pits. And Daryl and Mark were again giving me advice, so cheers boys as always. Gets my pinion attached and comes to get the car back out for my next qualifying and sees that the black negative lead from the capacitor isn't attached anymore to the ESC. So a little bit of panic. There was a bead of sweat running down my face. Mark said, just tape it up, it'll be fine. All right. So stick a bit of electrical tape around that so it doesn't catch anything. Shouldn't be a problem. I can't see it being a problem, but it's there for a reason, isn't it? Lines up for Q3 and the car comes around the first corner and goes straight over the tabletop and damn near takes out a marshal. So sorry dude, I did shout sorry, I'll come and see you after the end. And I thought that was a bit weird because I certainly didn't push full gas, so it just took off on its own. Oh well, could be a one-off. Drove it round up until the very last corner where you come onto the straight, and it did the same thing again and tried to kill another marshal. So at that point, take the car off the track is the safe thing to do. So run round the pits then, find somebody with an active soldering iron. Big shout out as always to Team Smithson. Cheers Matt for quickly soldering that on. I can't do it. I'm good with my minis now because I'm quite familiar with them, but with the buggies, I'm back to shaking and getting all adrenaline when I start trying to fix or change anything. I so need a brew and a good hour to 2 hours of quiet time and a little bit of calming music in the background or something, just so I'm not rushing it. It feels everything I end up doing with the car, it feels like I'm always rushing, so I end up shaking and making a mess. Anyway, the point being, I wasn't going to solder it, so cheers Matthew, thanks for that mate. This therefore put Q1 as being my best qualifying of the night, so I guess it's always good to get at least one solid qualifying run under your belt. So 15 laps for a qualifying run, I know there's a 16 in the car, but it is what it is, that's racing. So that put me in 9th spot of the F final. Let's see how we got on.
So last minute preparations going on here. Is it not? Oh, shocking! He not sorted it for you. Sacked. Need a new pit crew.
Right guys, that's how you line up for a final. That's absolutely perfect. Put you on to 10 seconds. Good luck. Mark Gray taking an early lead with the white and orange coloured car. We have Zach from 5th on the grid, right on his bumper. And it is Zach through into the lead. So we have Zach leading from 5th on the grid. Shane running in 3rd place. So it's a little mistake there by Zach, allows Mark through into the lead again. These two seem very evenly paced though, so Zach needs just to keep it tidy because I think he has got the faster car. And it is a mistake there for Mark. So Zach with a clear track in front of him. Keeps it clean and tidy, should be able to pull away here a little bit. So Martin, I believe that'll be the leader with you, if that's you. The raspberry coloured car. Okay then, so Zach has himself a 3.5 second lead from Mark. So let's have a look at Zach. So Zach is on the main straight now. But it looks like it's John into 2nd place now. Come on guys, you need to drive fairly. That looks a little bit aggressive over the big tabletop. So our race leader is Zach. Let's see what his lead is this time round. So your 2nd place car, John, green car with yellow wheels. So yeah, the lead is 8.5 seconds for Zach. But Zach's on his route, so that lead will drop a little bit. Right then, so all change, it is Mark now running in 2nd place. 6 seconds back on Zach. We have Andy, 1 second behind Mark in 3rd place. Right then, so it's a change at the front and it is Mark in the lead with Zach just behind him. So guys, watch out for the white and orange coloured car. That's your race leader. The car behind him is your 2nd place car. We have 45 seconds on the clock. So change the lead again, it's Zach back into the lead. So after this lap and one more for the leaders. So I think Zach's probably done enough here. Just needs to get his lap finished.
9, 5,
that was solid. Started 9th, finished 5th. One proper snafu, one me coming over the tabletop and down the step thing and driving over the top of the car. Probably a little bit harsh of me, that, but not intentional. So yeah, solid result really from 9th to 5th. I was pleased with that. Yeah, it's a good result. Quite happy with that. And even more impressive when I consider the fact that when I started taking the car apart, once I got it home and started to alter some bits with recommendations that the lads have always made to me over the course of the night, what I found when I took the bumper off was that this piece was split. So I don't know if you can see. There'll be a technical name here. Please post in a link. I don't know the name for any of these parts yet. But this is probably the downside of buying second-hand stuff and doing it from scratch this way, as opposed to buying a new car or an older car, but at least building it yourself with the instruction manual. I'd have a much better idea of what all these parts are and where they go. So that is definitely a plus as opposed to buying second-hand. Anyway, the point being is that was broke. So I don't know when that broke, how long it's been broke, but clearly it was covered up with the bumper thing that comes up there. So I didn't know until I'd started stripping the cars down. So that being considered, I thought I had a good night. Anyway, guys, thanks as always for watching. It really is appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. See you guys. Thanks a lot.
Emma number 6, Reese number 7, Rick number 8.